Oh.
Look at that.
Just keep going. We're up high enough. Absolutely.
Line you up.
I'm coming to help you,
Tim?
Yeah. I'll lift it over. It's got to line up here, just in case.
Line up with there.
So when we pick it up, that's where it's.
You got a front wheel? Just pick up from here, Les. Pick up right up. Right here, pick up.
Okay, hold it there.
Welcome to the channel, where I guess I can tell you for the second time that the body of the Monterey is back on the rotisserie. And I say for the second time because a little bit over a year ago, we had just done this exact same thing. The only difference was that was the rotted out 63 Mercury Monterey convertible that we have put back together with a four-door car and seamed it all together throughout various locations. You can go back through the videos if you're interested in seeing where it is. But I'll let you have a look at it, and this is not the first time I'm going to say this. We made a giant mess, but it seems like every time we make a giant mess, lots of stuff gets done. So I'll give you a look at the bottom of this. If I can get far enough back. So here's the entire bottom of the car because we slid it off to the side. I'm going to grab some of the footage from the last time I filmed this exact same thing just over a year ago, where here's the trunk drops from the four-door bottom that we've used and the wheel wells. That's your spare tire. Compartment would be, I guess, on top. This is obviously the rest of the trunk pan and the other trunk drop. Again, I'll insert the original one that we had on there. Of course, it was nowhere near in the condition that this thing is in. And of course, you can see some of the welded in tunnel and the rear floor pans that we had to raise up a little bit. There's some cleanup welding to do still on the bottom, but for the most part, actually doesn't look too bad. The other sad kind of part, or bummer, I guess, is that we had already scraped all the undercoating off the bottom of the other car, and we've got to go through that all over again because that has to be removed off the car. Very importantly, let's gotta find my way around here. It is a mess. Stuff is everywhere because even though the forecast was supposed to be a little cooler on Wednesday, it was not cool at all. It was quite warm, and by the time we were done, we were totally done and pretty much dropped everything. But this, I will definitely insert the previous one. That is the brackets for where the front seat bolts down. And on our original convertible, they were heavily corroded, especially in between the panels. And you can see that that just needs to be cleaned up, and that'll work out really good. Again, there's a little more cleanup work still to do, but that is very promising compared to what we had before. All the rockers, they need a little bit of cleanup as well, but on our previous one, the quarter panel was wrapped around the bottom of the rocker, and while that was going to be a repair, that is just a cleanup and repair. I think there's a little bit of damage in there and some Bondo we got to take out, but no big deal. I'll come this way so you can see a little more. So we have all the frame pretty much stripped, except for a couple of extra little clips and just a couple of your line clamps here. The A-arms are all out, the whole steering mechanism's out. We're going to be getting new tie rods for it, and a kit for the dampener, as well as a new boot for it. The low pressure power steering line is going to be replaced. But otherwise, now we just got to get this frame all cleaned up and prepped for painting. Well, we're going to get it blasted, and then we're going to get it all painted. And there's a little more welding to do. You can see some of the factory welds on the top there. They're just very incomplete on a lot of these cars. You see all the gaps where it wasn't welded, and it's the same on both sides. There's stretches that just aren't completely welded, and we're going to weld all those up so that they're nice and finished more so. I'll give you a little look from here. Everybody who's been watching already knows how all this is, but yeah, back up on its side where it makes it a lot easier to do work on all this stuff. And well, we'll get this all blasted as well, and start getting some paint on this also. Sorry, my path is a little bit challenged cutting through here. There's stuff everywhere. Oh! And I got jabbed. Oh. Sorry about that. Definitely a little bit of an obstacle course around here. But the next day we're getting in, we're setting up the booth next door. We're going to get the rims blasted, the rad support blasted, all the brackets we have off, while a couple of us are getting the rest of the frame all prepped. So that we can get the frame over to the side and get it all blasted, because that is kind of priority one. As soon as we can get this all cleaned up and painted and everything, we can start putting the pieces back on, and then it will be able to roll on its own, and we'll probably set it out in the driveway. Of course, we've got a couple of truck issues to deal with too in the meantime as well, so that does take a little bit of time. But much further progress. Again, it was a year ago that we were at this point, and of course, we would be a lot further along if we hadn't changed the whole course of the project. But we made the best decision that we figured we could do. If you're not familiar with us, we are not body men. So when you can't buy the panels to repair the car, and you have to make very elaborate panels. There's a lot of body lines on this car, especially where it was all rotted out, and none of us figured we had the capability of making the panels. So this was our option. We have repaired what was going to be difficult for us by adding the four-door to the equation. And it's more just a matter of putting a little bit of a puzzle together, I guess you could call it. So that's what we've done. And unfortunately, we had to go back to this point we were at a year ago, but now we can keep moving forward and head in the right direction of getting things reassembled, which would be great. So just got to get a bunch of stuff ordered, all the new front end components. We're redoing everything in the back as well. That'll get all new shackles and bushings and shims and spacers and clamps and U-bolts and all the stuff that's in the rear end. The rear end's going to get an inspection and a service, of course. And yeah, then it'll all be going back together. So that's what I got for today. We'll be back on it for sure next week, like we do our weekly thing. Hopefully can get a little bit poking in and get some of the other things out of the way in between, but time is just a little short right now. And it's amazing. We waited all winter for the summer to come, thinking it was going to be a lot easier to get work done in the summer. And it has been so hot that, I mean, in the wintertime, you just put extra layers on and you're all good. In the summertime, well, I'm with two other guys in the garage. The last thing I want to do is start peeling clothing off. And I definitely don't want those guys to peel their clothing off. So anyways, thanks for watching. And hopefully this update shows a bit of promise. And we appreciate all you. We hope you have a great day. It's going into the weekend. So have a great weekend. And we will talk to you really soon. And it's really just the cart and the seats that got to come back in?
Yeah.
It's not too bad, I guess, eh?
Where do you want the door? Stick it outside for now?
Yeah, you okay?
No.
Here, I'll take a side, Tim.
Fuck off.